Imagine a moment where just one name could shake up the music world. Not because of a major label, not because of a super popular group, but rather because of the power of voice, talent, and determination. At the end of 2025, the K-pop and global world stared at Jungkook with admiration and curiosity. He has broken boundaries that were not even thought of before. As a soloist, Jungkook managed to break the spectacular figure of 10 billion streams on Spotify, a historic achievement for Korean soloists, even Asian soloists. This success seems to break the old perception that solo artists from Asia are difficult to penetrate Western pop dominance. With a catalog of songs that can be counted on fingers compared to large groups, Jungkook actually proved that quality can beat quantity. Her debut as a soloist, through the album Golden, released in 2023, is the foundation of that strength. From that album alone, her contribution of more than 6.4 billion streams has been recorded. Opening song his way as soloist, 7, Feet Lado, not just a debut, but a global explosion. Upon its release, 7 immediately topped Spotify's global songs chart, making Jungkook the first Korean solo artist to achieve the feat. The daily streaming record was broken, almost 16 million streams in the first 24 hours. 7 then grew into a phenomenon, continuing to be played and liked, becoming a song that survives and is relevant despite the passing of time. Other singles like 3D, feat. Jack Harlow, Standing Next to You, as well as hit collaborations like Left and Right with Charlie Puth, helped cement her reputation as a global soloist, each of whom has already surpassed the incredible streaming numbers. However, behind the numbers, the spotlight, and the applause, there are always shadows of big industries, agency ambitions, and speculation hanging in the air. Because Jungkook isn't walking on stage alone, he's in the shadow of HYBE, the entertainment giant that houses the group Jungkook topped once upon a time. That solo success could be not only Jungkook's, but also part of a grand strategy to prove that HYBE is still relevant, still has a superstar, and can still dominate the global market, even as group dynamics change. Many fans and observers ask inwardly, is Jungkook's leap really purely a work and personal expression, or part of a more complicated industrial mechanism? Is behind the glitter of streaming, there are global business pressures, targets, and expectations waiting to be met? In a fast-changing world like K-pop, the thin distinction between music and business is often wrapped in the luster of popularity, and of course, it can't be separated from discussions about his peers in the group like V, for example, as well as how one member's solo career might impact the group's overall dynamics. Many fans speculate, when one face shines as a global soloist, does it strengthen or actually weaken the group's collective identity? Will HYBE encourage all members to have their own solo paths, or keep the group at the core, to keep the legacy of big names intact? For ARMY, a reference to BTS fans, this moment was an emotional red carpet, a mixture of pride, anxiety, and hope. Pride because their idols can prove that their art and voice can resonate to the ends of the world. Concern because the industry could ask for more than just talent, it could be commitment, privacy, integrity. Hope because this can be the beginning of a new era where idols can be freer to express, more creative, without group barriers, but also anxiety. Will that great reputation and talent be used as a marketing tool? Will the pressure of global expectations make each piece feel like a chore rather than an expression? On the agency side, strategic decisions can threaten creative freedom between choosing what is safe and what is brave. Here's the real dilemma. When music, fandom, and business collide, who really wins? Is it soloists, agencies, or fans? While we enjoy the songs and achievement numbers, we should still be wary of the stories behind the scenes. Because often, the shine of the stage masks the shadow of sacrifice and compromise. At the end of the day, Jungkook's success as a soloist cannot be viewed as limited to records and streaming. He is a symbol of great change, that Asian idols can have a global stage with their own name, that the K-pop industry can change dynamically, that fans around the world can unite their voices in one song. But also a reminder that behind every song and every number, there are decisions, strategies, and possibilities that can suddenly turn the narrative upside down. Perhaps it's time we closed our eyes for a bit, listened to the music, appreciated the sound, while keeping our minds open to the unfinished story. Because in the K-pop world, a comeback means more than just a new song. It means a new chapter with the same risks and expectations. And Jungkook is now standing in the middle of the stage. The spotlight is shining on him, but the shadows of the future are waiting behind.